Hi, everybody. It's Mrs. Smith, and this is Rusty again. Rusty actually hates sitting on my lap, so I don't know how long he'll tolerate this. But Rusty has been helping me with the last couple lessons explain how to create an argument because we're talking about argumentative writing in language arts. Argumentative writing is a little different from informative writing, because in argumentative writing, you actually have to develop your opinion about something, and then you have to give facts or evidence to support your opinion. And the whole object is to convince your readers to agree with you. So the best argument that I could think of for an example in our house was when my daughter was trying to convince me to get Rusty for a pet. And I think I shared with you in other videos here that Abby said, "Hey, Mom, I did some reading at school and I found some articles to support the fact that pet owners live longer so dogs can make us healthy. And Mom, I did some research at school and I did some reading and I found an article that supports the fact that pets or dogs can help keep families safe." So she was trying to argue with me for those reasons. And arguing, remember, isn't fighting. It's really actually convincing in a positive way, but using evidence or using other people's examples to help convince that your way is right. So today I'm going to, because he wants to get down here, I'm going to show you or start showing you where you can actually look for those articles that contain facts, expert opinions, statistics, stories that can actually help you convince someone once you have a clear argument that you want to find evidence for. Okay, expert opinions and statistics and stories are all convincing. Let's just say that I want to find an expert opinion or a story or a statistic that would show that pet owners live longer or a dog would make us healthier in our family. Where can I go to look for that? The first place that you might think that you could go to find articles in magazines to support your opinions would be a library. Libraries have thousands of magazines for you to look through if you're trying to find an article to support your claim. Here's the University of Iowa library. Here's the library at Iowa State University. And this is the library at the University of Northern Iowa. Libraries have thousands of things to read. So if you're looking for evidence at the library, you look through resources until you find the piece of evidence that you need. At a library, I might be able to find a Time magazine article or an article from the New England Journal of Medicine with something to support my claim that dogs would make me happier or healthier or safer. Another place that I might be able to find a piece of evidence to help support my claim is the internet. Now, the internet can be a great place to look for resources, but it also has some problems. First of all, sometimes experts don't just post things on the internet because they would like to get paid for their research. So the best research is published in magazines that you have to pay for. And those articles are not free on the internet sometimes. And so sometimes you have to be really careful about what you look for or what shows up. And sometimes there's so many things on the internet, it's really hard to get things narrowed down and find exactly what you need. One of the very best places to get information to support claims is a library database. There are certain companies that pay publishers for the rights to their magazine articles. And those companies put all of the articles together in one spot and generally have some pretty cool search features that their users can use to access the information. So basically, their business is collecting information, and they actually have people pay to use that service. They don't write the articles, actually, they just collect them and make it easy to find the articles, make it easy to find information. So that's what a database is. And our library has subscribed or has purchased subscriptions to many different databases with different kinds of articles that are collected there. So our lesson today is going to be where do we find those databases, and how do we really find the articles that we want within those databases? So let me show you how to access the databases on the Prairie website that we have available to us. From the district homepage here, you're going to click on Point. When you get to the Point page, on the left-hand side here, you find Library, and then you go to the library website. Once you get on the library website, you find the spot that says Do Research here at the top, and you click on Do Research, and then you go down to Library Databases underneath Do Research. On this page, Mrs. Wilding has links to all of the subscriptions or to the different companies that our school has purchased subscriptions from for different articles. So all of these are different companies, and within them, they have different tools to search for things. And it really depends on the project that you have, which one of these that you want to pick. Your teachers can kind of help you, and they'll encourage you to use different databases for different things. For example, if you're doing a history project, you might click on one of these articles from primary sources. Interesting. For all the databases, though, Mrs. Wilding has made it easy by putting the passwords in that black and white box there. If you click on that, you'll get all of the different databases and the usernames and the passwords for each one of those. Because remember, we subscribe to these, so you have to pay a fee. So they're not free. So oftentimes you have to have a username and password to get into the databases. So once you've decided which one you want to click on, you just click on one. I think that the controversial topics are rather interesting. So I'm going to choose a database to just take a look at quickly called Opposing Viewpoints, because it has articles that show two sides of an issue. So I'm going to click on that. Now within this database, all databases are organized just a little bit differently, but within this one, you can click on Big Issues here. And then I'm going to browse all of the topics here on the database. Maybe my article is about pollution, or I'm sorry, my topic is about pollution. I could find a subject here, pollution, and I could click on that. And then I'll have an overview of the issue here and many different viewpoints. I'll have some primary sources relating to pollution. I'll have 1,458 magazine articles about that topic. And then within the pollution, I can do a sub search, and I can put some things in the search box and try to narrow my search even more. So it's kind of fun to get in and play with some things and see if you can find facts in different databases. And the activity that you're going to do today with Mrs. Wilding will encourage you to go in a couple different databases that she's chosen for you, because she thinks that they are ones that you'll use often for your research, she's going to have you go into databases and show you how to use them and to pull facts from those databases. I'm going to encourage you guys to take some time over the next couple weeks and to really dig in to some of the library resources. I promise you, you will use the databases for research as you get older. And I will also tell you that Mrs. Wilding is an amazing resource. She can explain how to use the tools that we have in our library for research. Your teachers in 8th and 9th grade and 10th grade and 11th grade and 12th grade can also help explain the databases to you and help as you're researching. But this is an amazing opportunity for you to explore these databases this week. So thanks for listening and have a good week.